Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We have a lot to talk about. The Senate needs 60 votes to pass the funding bill, and it's almost certainly not going to get the 60 votes because you have senators, and I'll get to the senators who just don't want a border wall. To my super chat, thank you so very much for tuning in. This is going to be an action-packed segment, and there's a lot to talk about. So I'll read you. There needs to be 60 votes in the Senate. So the House passed the funding bill. So this is Fox. House approved spending bill with $5.7 billion for border wall. Great. The House of Representatives Thursday approved a bill that would fund most of the federal government through early February and provides $5.7 billion for President Trump's long-promised border wall, increasing the chances of partial government shutdown later this week. 8 Republicans joined all 177 Democrats to oppose the measure, which passed 217 to 185. The bill goes to the Senate, where it is certain to fall short of the 60 votes needed for passage, since the chamber's 49 Democrats are against the funding the wall. So that in turn makes it more likely that parts of the federal government, including 9 of 15 cabinet level departments and dozens of agencies, will cease operations at midnight Friday, where it is certain to fall short of the 60 votes needed for passage. You need 60 votes, and you didn't even get all the Republicans. So Trump didn't even get all the Republicans to pass this type of legislation earlier on in the year. So the House has tried at different times in the Senate, and Republicans in the Senate have, McCain being one of them, have denied the funding request. This Suzanne Yoke, God bless you. We love you. I just read Eric H526's Suzanne Yoke. Best of luck, and everything's going to be great. We love you. Let me read you this. So you need 60 votes. 60 vote Senate. The revised measure would need 60 votes to get through the Senate. This is roll call. So I just read a Fox News. House passes Trump Act stopgap. Senate to vote again Friday. So it's not going to pass the Senate. You need 60 votes. And Democrats and even Republicans, some Republicans will vote against it. I'll get to. It will clearly not get the 60 votes. It will clearly not come close to getting the 60 votes that it needs. And then Leader Pelosi and I will probably Senator McConnell would hope that the House would then consider the bipartisan, unanimously passed bill, Chuck Schumer stated. Okay, this is a problem of the Republican Party. This is a problem of the Republican Party that Republicans use the border wall, the way Democrats use Medicare for all. Medicare for all, though, is not economically feasible. When you look at the Mercatus study, even the pundits don't explain how your taxes will increase. The border wall, there's a case that you can argue whether or not it's worth the money. It's not going to bankrupt the country. It's not going to bankrupt the country. And there's a case to be made that, look, it prevents trafficking, drugs, other types of trafficking. It prevents criminals, even though the majority, I do believe the vast majority of undocumented immigrants are great people. Of course, there are people who are not so great in any group. But there's an intellectual debate to be made. My point is that Republicans were never on board. Tree climbing. Can't McConnell change the 60-vote rule? I don't think for this this spending bill. I don't think for this type of spending bill you can change the 60-vote rule. But I will get you. I'm going to bring this up. So this is the conservative version of Medicare for all. It's just they're not interested in it. Republicans were never really interested. The establishment. So I'll read you This is the Hill. In early 2018, the 14 GOP senators who voted against Trump's immigration framework, basically against Trump's wall. So President Trump's immigration framework faced an unexpected opponent this week as it crashed on the Senate floor. Republicans, the opposition from more than a fourth of the GOP conference, came despite an intense pressure campaign by the White House and Department of Homeland Security. In the end, 14 GOP senators rejected Trump's proposal, making it the least popular of the Senate's competing measures. So the GOP senators who voted against Trump's framework, I'll read you. These are the people. Wyoming's John Barrasso, Maine's Susan Collins, Ted Cruz of Texas, Steve Daines of Montana, Mike Enzi of Wyoming, Jeff Flake, of course, from Arizona, Jim Inhofe of Oklahoma, John Kennedy, Louisiana, Mike Lee, Utah, Jerry Moran, Kansas, Lisa Murkowski, Alaska. Hey, Rand Paul, look at that. And Ben Sasse, Nebraska, John Thune, South Dakota. Now, the biggest rebuttal is that, well, it's too costly. That was why that was the reason that people voted against it. They said, well, it was too costly, or that's the reason Republicans voted against it. UFO talk, 50% reduction in Afghanistan, yet cute. Yeah, make America great. Exactly. Well, I mean, look, a message board, even predicting anything doesn't mean that military intel. So UFO talk, thank you. Predicting anything doesn't mean that in military intel speaks. That's the thing there. People are so enamored with vapid, like, if you shine, like, this shiny, glittery prediction, people are like, oh, it must be. So UFO talk, you're 100% right. Wow. Trump orders big troop reduction in Afghanistan. Wow. I didn't see, this is the problem. It's like, I'm so stuck in my own world that, oh my God, this is fantastic. This is so fantastic. So there you go. Yet another reason I love President Trump. Yet another reason. Wow. Wow. So this is great. There you go. Trump orders big troop reduction in Afghanistan. U.S. to withdraw about 7,000 troops from Afghanistan. So this is unbelievable. I mean, it's believable because of Trump. So thank God Trump is president, because the opposite would be taking place. I can't, you know what? I'm going to send this to some guy on Twitter who was trying to talk about how, oh, well, you know what about other, Trump still overall sent more Americans. And I'm like, yeah, even without people, they can't. So he's actually doing, even though he can't get the wall done, he's doing something, in my view, that's more important: bringing home Americans from war. Wow. This is U.S. to withdraw about 7,000 troops from Afghanistan. Good. We're scaling down. Good. Thank God. Good. Very good. Very, very, very good. Very good. This is excellent news. Oh, somebody. Somebody put on a Q. Actually, they they put on Q wrote H.A. Goodman is better than Q. What's up, H.A. Byrne? Oh my God. I think it's like this Q post that somebody went on 8chan and wrote, so awesome. Whoever that somebody is, you are awesome. You are absolutely awesome. Wow. But this is amazing. I mean, this is amazing. So I got to find this person who today was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Trump is the worst president in the world. And I'm like, he withdrew soldiers from Syria. How is that bad? Well, what about the other countries? Like, yeah, but that's one less regime change, one less intervention, one less failed foreign policy blunder, one less counterinsurgency quagmire we have to deal with. Well, you know, and I'm like, this person looked at it like a math equation. Well, if you add up the number of soldiers you put in, wow. Then you have William Barr, the new DOJ chief, hopefully the new attorney general, who said that it was fatally misconceived, the Mueller probe, which is fantastic. This is amazing. So Trump is just, this is better than Clinton indictments, by the way. Really? Really? This is better than Clinton indictments. Even though I want Clinton indictments, obviously. I apologize. I'm finding this. So, I mean, this is really, really wonderful. Really, really wonderful. And so, I mean, he's not going to get the wall, but he's able to, as president, through the AUMF, bring home soldiers too, unilaterally. By the way, don't go on GoFundMe. My God Almighty, why? It's like, don't go on GoFundMe and try to fund any wall. It's not happening. See, it ain't happening. Let me read you this. So, UFO Talk, thank you again. My message is to our poison. Great things are happening. Vote John for U.S. Congress and IRS abuse. Thank you, UFO Talk. Congress can spend $60 trillion in debt, yet to no wall. But tree climbing, that's because Republican senators don't want it. I'm telling you, the wall is like the conservative version of Medicare for all. This is really, really great. So back-to-back days, in 2 days, he's reversed U.S. foreign policy to a more liberal. I mean, what could be better than this if you're a liberal? If people hate Trump so much. They hate Trump so much that they don't realize that, there are going to be a lot of changes in 2019. A lot of changes. A lot of changes. A lot of good changes. You know, he will have had 2 years to wrestle control away of the government um, from Clinton and Obama. You have troop withdrawal from Syria yesterday. You have withdrawal from Afghanistan today. And for the life of me, I can't find this one guy who's like, da, 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 da. He was trying to actually state that it didn't matter. This is what this guy was trying to state, that it didn't matter. That it didn't matter. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable that people will find any way to hate Trump. They just want to find any way to hate Trump. UFO talk. Don't forget sentencing reform. That's right. That's right. UFO talk. Criminal justice reform. I mean, it's like, that's right. Thank you. That's right. UFO talk. Thank you. This is so great. This is so great. And then, it's like they say, oh, well, Mattis is resigning. Yeah. Okay. So. And CNN was like, oh my God, Mattis is the only person to keep him in line. The only person to do what? Like, if he wants to bring home soldiers, he shouldn't have to ask anyone. You can always find some excuse to station Americans anywhere in the world, okay? But our track record in terms of interventions is abysmal. There's never been an intervention that's worked out. And in World War II, Hitler declared a war, 2 days after Pearl Harbor. So when they bring up, they say, well, the United States was thrust into World War II just from Pearl Harbor, and then, Germany declaring war. Just do basic research. People should do basic research, basic research. George Rivera Jr. I was just saying that Trump is making the same mistake that Obama. Yeah. Concerning troop withdrawal. However, there's a difference. Trump won't be fine. Exactly. Well, the issue also is that when people were saying that regarding Iraq and Obama, that wasn't Obama's fault. It's not like our soldiers are there, then suddenly there's no incentive for people to form these, insurgent or, organizations. That's not the whole point. The reason it formed in the beginning is because of the failed regime change. Once the failed regime change took place, there was no end in sight in terms of all the heinous things that could have resulted, and those things did result in tragedy and chaos and mayhem and new threats. You can't have people like Max Boot and Bill Kristol and the neoconservative theorists. They view regime change the way like a person playing Dungeons and Dragons or reading a fantasy novel would view, taking over some kind of realm or, a kingdom. They don't understand that the world is not some kind of board game or some kind of, role-playing scenario. There's an infinite number of horrible consequences. A Pandora's box. Everything from ethnic and sectarian violence and clashes. You go into another country. And what do you expect? What do you expect? Do you think if somebody went into this country and said, you know what, we're going to side with the Democrats or we're going to side with the Republicans, it wouldn't work out. It wouldn't work out. Got the guy. I'm just going to send this. So Trump is actually making America great again in terms of, I like when the Hodge twins do like, make America great again. I like when they do that. How do you, as a Democrat or a liberal, how do you possibly back-to-back days, so we bring home soldiers from Syria, soldiers from Afghanistan, and we should. So there you go. I mean, because I tweeted this out. Oh, someone said Putin loves me. It's like it's like this emotional support thing for Democrats. Okay, so let me read this to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing. George Rivera Jr., you're 100% right. And also, well, 500 million, George Rivera Jr. Do you remember? Anyone could look it up. Obama spent 500 million for 10 rebels. What a great deal. What a great deal. 500 million. Look it up, everyone. UFO talk of Trump used the withdrawn troops at U.S. border. What would happen to him? They would not be happy. But there you go. I mean, that's why Mattis is against it. But name a general. What about William Westmoreland? Just because you're a general doesn't mean you know what you're talking about. And just because you're a general doesn't mean. I mean, when was the last time a general said, no, let's withdraw our troops? I don't know if that, maybe there is a time in recent history. I can't remember. If, below in the comment section when this is uploaded, maybe you can enlighten me. U.S. to withdraw about 7,000 troops from Afghanistan. Wow. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I officially love President Trump. I'm going to write this on Twitter right now. In 2 days, 7,000 soldiers, Americans from Afghanistan, and thousands from Syria. God bless President Trump. I knew my intuition regarding voting for Jill Stein, because I realized that it is true. Then people are like, oh, you're letting Trump win. I was like, good, no problem. I realized that Trump winning was better for this country than Clinton, even when I was on the left. I got to pat myself on the back regarding that. And the Democrats and media are like, oh my God, he's plunged this world into chaos. No, it's a temper tantrum that they haven't stopped crying. So in their world, we're in a depression, in a dystopian society with tiki torches, and everything bad that ever happened in humanity started with Trump. And Trump speaks to maniac and deranged killers and all that stuff. And he whispers to all the horrible people. When in reality, in 2 days, he's reversed U.S. foreign policy of 16 years. 300,000. And reversed 16 years. 16 years of Bush, Obama, failed regime changes, interventions, colossal tragedies, and military blunders fostered by neoconservatives and Democrats like Hillary like Clinton. In 2 days, in 2 days, he was able, in 2 days, he was able to um, reverse 16 years of horrendous policy. In 2 days, he's able to do this, ladies and gentlemen. In 2 days. I can't stress this enough. God bless President Trump. I'm not anti-war. I'm anti-neocon. I agree. I'm more anti. I don't think we should ever intervene anywhere. UFO talk. Thank you. More often than not, and people use the World War II. People should just do a modicum of research. Whenever Max Boot or others are like, look at what happened in World War II. Like, yeah, Germany declared war on us, and Pearl Harbor. Right after Pearl Harbor, Germany declared war. People should just know that basic fact. So it's like, God bless President Trump. And I'll debate anyone on this. My God. My God. Bringing home soldiers from bringing home Americans from Syria and now Afghanistan. This is why I wrote Trump was better than Clinton. This is why I'm voting for Trump. This vindicates going from Bernie to Trump, and people are too stupid on the left to realize this. And they don't even care, by the way. Just to let you know, people on the left don't care about foreign policy. They don't care about Americans coming home. They care more about a tweet. We know you care more about a tweet. They should say thank you. All these ungrateful. They're just ungrateful liberals. I'm like, well, he's still bad. Still horrible. So this is really good. This is really, really, really good. Exactly, Donald Reed. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. And I can't tell you enough how happy I am. I love this president. I love this president. Best president of my lifetime. And that's it. I mean, he's the best, literally the best president of my lifetime. And there's no, I mean, people are like, as I have friends who are like, who's the better than Obama? They don't know. They don't get, like, Obama destroyed Libya. He presided over numerous scandals that any other president would have been taken down from, especially the Clinton email investigation, which was not an investigation. It was a cover up. He allowed, we can go on. He allowed his own Secretary of State to have a server outside the United States government. That is obscene. That's obscene. So people who are upset about the wall, don't be upset. Don't be upset because, ladies and gentlemen, what he's done, honestly, if he doesn't get the Nobel Prize with peace, the start of peace between North and South Korea, bringing home soldiers from Syria and Afghanistan, he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. He's far more liberal in terms of foreign policy, which is what I said would happen. I'm not right about everything. I'm just me. I don't speak through, military officials. Oh. How much more evidence do you need? How much more evidence do you need? I'm just me. I love when they do that. I love that so much. Like, he predicted the tippy tippy. Are you blind, HA? Are you blind? George Rivera Jr., by the way, the issue voter fraud report is due tomorrow. What if it's so horrific that tosses money out? Yeah, that's true. George Rivera Jr. It'll be horrific. But the Democrats, you know what they'll do, George? Thank you, by the way, as always, for your support. You know what they'll do, George? They'll be like, not a problem. Not a problem. No, with no evidence that this corruption led to. They'll say this. There's no evidence that this evidence led to, an unfair outcome. Exactly. Hope for the best. Don't trust a plant. JB, yeah. George Rivera Jr., they'll ignore it. The media will ignore it. And especially if it's, if it's detrimental. Rhonda, Iowa girl. Orange man bad. Oh my God. Orange man bad. Orange man bad. Orange man bad. He brought soldiers. He's bringing home soldiers from Syria. I said this would eventually take place a long time ago. Not exactly this, but I did say that he is far more anti-war. I'm proven right yet again. Not right about everything, but I'm right about most things. I wrote this on Twitter. Rhonda, Iowa girl, tell me what you think of this. I wrote, Trump is the best president of my lifetime, better than Obama, Bush, H.W., Clinton, Reagan, and Carter. He presided over the start of peace between North and South Korea, and got the U.S. out of Syria, bringing home Americans despite GOP Dem neocons. World is safer with Trump than the rest. Now add troop withdrawals from Afghanistan. Right now, the socialist, anarchist, cool people who are it's so cool, they hate even the Democrats. And they have the funny names, and these just funny names on Twitter. They're now they don't even know what to say now. They're like, well, he's still horrible. They pretend to hate Obama too, but half of them vote for Rhonda, Iowa girl, George Rivera Jr., thank you. Swivel hips. Calculate the money saved by bringing her. Yes. Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, that's true. Swivel hips, you're 100% right. But swivel hips, they don't think in terms of that. There's Republicans like Ted Cruz, by the way, who's against the wall. Nobody knows that Ted Cruz is against the wall, but he's secretly against. He voted against the Senate bill along with the other. This is an anti-war president. We have an anti-war president. Okay. Obama didn't. Obama added more troops to Afghanistan with his SOS Clinton, Secretary of State, agreeing to the deployment of more troops. Obama got us into Syria. Destroyed Libya. There are enough slave auctions in Libya. So tell me again, why doesn't he, peace between North and South Korea? Say thank you, anti-war left. Say thank you. The guy is doing the best he can. And honestly, at this point, if Clinton gets indicted next year or in his second term, I don't care. Just bring home soldiers from war. Bring home Americans from war, okay? You know what? I'll wait. I'll wait. You know, we'll wait. We'll wait. Just you know what? I take back everything I said. And people were like, "Oh, now you like Trump?" Huh? I was like, I was always voting for Trump. I was just saying, what's going on? Why isn't there any good news? But he is totally like, I give Trump. You know what? Honestly, like I said, if you like, I'm not even upset with like the whole Q thing anymore. If you want to believe in a conspiracy theory, do it. I'm good. I'm happy. Thank God he's bringing home soldiers. Thank God he's bringing home Americans from war. Thank God. If you want to believe in the Loch Ness monster, fine. Ron, the Iowa girl, I agree. I read it. His red line is real. He will follow through, and they know it. Orange man. I love Orange man. Yes. Ron, the Iowa girl. We have a good president. He's a good president. He's the best president I've seen. And he's his own man. I'll say that, Ron, the Iowa girl. He's his own man. Swivel hips. Thank you so much. I do agree with you, but that, Ted Cruz said no. Like George Rivera Jr., Swivel hips, Ron, the Iowa girl, UFO talk. Ted Cruz said no. Okay. Like Pelosi said no for Medicare for all. Ted Cruz and McCain also, when he was alive, said no. And Ben Sass says no. And Jeff Flake says no. So HA has to LARP against Trump when he LARPs against Q. No, Q is not Trump. Q is a 8chan conspiracy theory. UFO talk. Trump was never a Republican. He was a holdover from the Perot. Yeah. So thank Trump. Let's not forget Perot. Yeah. I agree. I agree with that. Ross Perot was a very intelligent guy. He was a very intelligent guy. If you haven't watched, ladies and gentlemen, Ross Perot's debate with Al Gore, the incredibly lifelike Al Gore, it's pretty good. I wrote this on Twitter right now. America has an anti-war president. Obama added more troops to Afghanistan with his SOS. Clinton agreeing to the deployment of more troops. Obama got us into Syria, destroy Libya. We have the start of peace with North and South Korea. Say thank you, anti-war left. Say thanks. In 2 days, he's done more for this country than 8 years of Obama. In 2 days. I'm not even counting. Q didn't tell you anything. He announced 45. So what? How would military intel, even if they knew, why would you be certain that they're trying to take down the deep state? And first of all, there is no Q post that said we would be leaving Afghanistan and Syria. So I mean, it's like Senate will win 43-47. Okay, I'm reading this on. No, Sticks, X, and Hammer predicted that, and almost certainly they watched Sticks. Trump is using. No, he wasn't using coding. Oh my God. Why does MSM never ask about Q? Because MSM doesn't ask about the Tooth Fairy either. It's like everyone, like there's always a way to like find importance in oneself. If Trump really wanted to tell people it's nothing, why doesn't he jump on one leg and juggle flaming bowling pins? Well, obviously there's something to it then. No, that's not. It doesn't make no sense. You know what? This is good. If he starts indicting Clinton as the anti-war president, oh my God. They're like twisting themselves into a pretzel now. Don't tread on me. HA, the vets like me are communicating and are ready. Do not sell yourself short, my friend. I still have sources, and there's a large veteran movement going on right now. God bless Trump, and God bless you. But don't tread on me. Thank you for watching. Brad, thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Don't tread on me. Thank you for your service to this country and your sacrifices and everything you've done to help this country. Don't tread on me. Thank you for watching. It feels great. It feels great. Trump grabbed him by the McMaster. Trump said, because they're like, no, keep Americans there. And he was like, nah, I don't want to. We're going to bring home Americans from these quagmires. Don't tread on me. Thank you as always for watching. Rhonda, Iowa girl. Thought Fox was going to cry today over troops. Yeah, Fox is another problem. Fox is another problem. Unfortunately, the left doesn't have the problem of Fox. It was ridiculous. What did Cruz say no to? He was, if you look, Rhonda, Iowa girl, click on the link. Everyone, Rhonda, Iowa girl, and everyone, 14 GOP senators who voted against Trump's immigration framework. But if you read the article, it's really 14 GOP senators who were against the wall. So Ted Cruz pretended that he really, he didn't say that he was. Ted Cruz didn't say he was against the wall. He pretended that he cared about the pathway to citizenship, but he didn't care about that. He cared about the wall funding. That's, he was like, oh, maybe I'll lose votes in Texas because I'll be seen as too hardline. Don't tread on me. Thank you. Rhonda, Iowa girl, thank you. Fact then on Verba. Trump used the money saved pulling out troops from Syria to forgive student loan debt. Yep. I agree. I mean, we've spent 20 years, almost 20 years, building the militaries of Iraq and Afghanistan. If they can't defend themselves unilaterally now, there's nothing we can do. Somebody found a way to post his cue. Yes. Oh, another false story about Michael Cohen and his alleged trip to Prague, which is hilarious. Thank you, Sean Theodore. Thank you. God bless you. Honestly, I love everyone. You know what? Thank God President Trump is president. Like I said, if you want to believe in LMNOP, I'm good with you. Do whatever you want. This is a great day. This is a great day for everyone. 7,000 soldiers from Afghanistan. This is so amazing. In 2 days. My God. I've written against this. I've written against counterinsurgency wars. And you know what he's doing right now, Trump? It's so great. Washington, the Trump administration has ordered the military to start withdrawing roughly 7,000 troops from Afghanistan in the coming months. Absolutely amazing. So Mattis left. It's fine. The Democrats are like, he's withdrawing soldiers, bring Americans home from war. Yeah, that's what you should be advocating, dummies. Stupid dummies. This is unbelievable. It's so great. This is so great. Don't tread on me. Thank you again. Rhonda, Iowa girl. Thank you. Thank you, concerned citizen. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Not only do I have the best live chat, I have the best people watching this channel. I really do. They're like YouTubers that I know or that know of me that read my comment section and they tell me that I have the best, that have way bigger followings than I do, like millions of subs. And they say that I have the best comment section. And it's true. It's true. I have the best comment section, I have the best live chat. And Just to let you know, on the side note, if somebody found a way to post his Q, if you have a bunch of people posting his Q, there goes Sather and Praying Medics analysis. See, if you have a whole bunch of Q people posting, then I mean, it's like there goes the whole military intel angle, which is nonsense. I love this so much. Where does Bette Midler say? I know that she's going to be like, again? Bette Midler. Bette Midler yesterday, she was like, Putin is smiling and laughing. Putin is smiling and laughing. Thanks a lot, Trump. This is Bette Midler. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Thank God, God bless President Trump. That's all I got to say. Take your time indicting Clinton. It's fine. I'm not going to get upset. Don't tread on me. I am William Wallace, and I see a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to fight as free men. I love that movie, by the way. I love Braveheart. Don't tread on me. God bless you. The best thing, don't tread on me. The best thing is to just vote, support or critique Trump in the manner you wish. And I think that ultimately, hopefully, I don't say trust any plan, but hopefully, Beijing Yank, I'm going to. Don't tread on me. I think that everything's going to work out because the other side is so criminally corrupt. That's all you need to do. Just enjoy everyone enjoy your New Year's and Christmas safe. Like I chill at home with my family. I don't go out. If I'm drinking a little bubbly, I stay at home. The best. It's really the best to just chill at home. When the family's asleep, my kids asleep, my wife's asleep, I'll watch like documentaries on baseball. It's fun. It's great. This was, after the apple drops in New York. It's all good. You're home. You're chilling. You got a little bubbly. Got the 7.62 and the 5.56 in the safe. Happy times for all. Don't tread on me. Thank you. And I know that there are patriots and good people like you and many others who are just patriots. I appreciate you watching. Don't tread on me. Thank you. I just think that do you want me to do a burning impression? Oh my chichingness. Okay. I want to say once and for all that whereas it's a good thing Americans are coming home from quagmires and conflicts, I miss Deborah Wasserman's touch. I know this is not about me. I know that I should focus on the 7,000 troops from Afghanistan that are coming home. But when I think about Deborah Wasserman, I get a tingly feeling inside me and inside other extremities that I don't want to talk about on this, at this moment. Swivel hips. The two letters that apply best to Trump are alpha and omega. God bless you and your impressions over the past. Swivel hips, thank you. I want to thank you, Swivel hips, for your support. Wingless Angel, we love you. And I just want to say, if anyone has a derogatory word about Deborah Wasserman, they're going to get it from me, Bernie. I was Golden Gloves champion in Brooklyn in 1958. And apparently, there are different people who are signing in as LMNOPQ, and they are writing messages and notes. Hollywood Sunset Deborah that wants to feel. Deborah Wasserman. You talk about feeling the burn. There's medication for that. And I want to thank you for your support, Deborah, and your love. Because without your everlasting support and love, Deborah Wasserman, I would be nothing today. Medicare for all. Swivel hips. Thank you. Prediction. Rogers, McMaster, Kelly, Madison, Flynn, all getting ready for the tribunals. Gaddy will lead prosecutor over HSC trial. You know, Sarah Ann, I wish, but there wouldn't be a tribunal. What it would be is hopefully either the federal prosecutor in Little Rock. Sarah Ann Rapp, thank you so very, very much. The federal Little Rock, Clintons have to worry about Little Rock, Arkansas. They have to worry about Arkansas. Sarah Ann Rapp, thank you so very, very much as always. Swivel hips. Thank you, Swivel Hips. Thank you, Sarah Anrap. Mattis resigns today. Okay. Everything that happens is like, Mattis resigning. Is there no end? I love how Democrats don't know what to do. Now they're like, everything. We have to investigate this. We have to investigate this. Yeah, but there's also the Senate Judiciary that can investigate you still. Dems. America has an anti-war president. I tweeted that out. It's doing well now. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. To my super chat, thank you. It's a great couple of days. To the left, say thank you to President Trump. Say thank you, everyone on the left. All the super cool people who don't even like the Democrats either, but they're so cool on anti-war. Well, now's your chance to say thank you. Say thank you, Democrats. Say thank you. Conservative Mexican, your thoughts. Do not give any money to the GoFundMe. Do not $10 million raised so far. Conservative Mexican, everyone here, thank you very much. Do not ask for a refund. Styx has a great segment on it. Ask for a refund. That's not the way the government works. And where's that money going? The guy who, I mean, aren't people worried that the guy who has the GoFundMe page is gonna like take the money and just like bail? You know? He's like, yes, I have all this money now. Yes. Anomaly responded. Very cool to my tweet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Thank you so very, very much. Do not give to the GoFundMe thing. Do not do it. Okay? Don't do it. Do not do that. Okay? That's not the way the government works. Thank you so much, everyone. See you soon.